Welcome to Siargao, the surfing capital of the Philippines. The Teardrop Island is located in Mindanao, which is one of the main islands, and that makes up part of the eastern seaboard of the country. You might be asking, why is it the surfing capital? Well, it has really great and consistent waves. That is partly or primarily because of the topography of the island. It faces the Pacific Ocean. The Pacific Ocean is on the east of the island, where uh, the swells build up thousands of kilometers away from the coast from strong storm systems and trade winds. And eventually, that makes its way all the way to the coast of the island, where it hits the Philippine Trench and ramps up the speed and the height of those waves. And meeting that come the winds from the island that really make that shape, the barrel shape that surfers from around the world come to ride. Additionally, it's important to note that the coral reefs take a lot of the brunt of the damage and really dissipate a lot of that energy, so it avoids a lot of erosion on the coast, and it also does absorb a lot of the carbon to prevent a lot of the effects of climate change. The people, um, one of the most major indigenous group is called the Surigaonons, and um, also the Mamanwa tribes. Those people are most likely the ones that Magellan may have seen when he first stepped foot on Philippine soil. Dialects. A lot of the dialects are really derived from or sourced from Visaya, with uh, Siargao being the primary language of the natives, and Cebuano, which is the most practiced dialect of Visaya. And of course, you have the universal languages of Tagalog and English. Uh, the fish. This is one of the trademarks of the island, and one of that being kinilaw. Kinilaw is caught in General Luna, which again is the major tourist hub and largest town of Siargao. Uh, these are really big fish. They weigh 20 to 30 kilos, which will basically supply the restaurant for the whole day. And 20 to 30% of the weight is in its head. And you can really tell if it's fresh if the eyes are not cloudy. These really represent another dimension of uh, Philippine cuisine, as ceviche, which this is. In other countries, uh, actually use like citrus, and uh, Filipinos use typically vinegar, and that's really great representation of the vibrancy of the island and its differentiation. The festivals. Pangsida and Bacau festivals are great representations of really how the island's people respect the nature and respect the sea. And it's a celebration of basically the sea's harvest. Um, and naturally, Siargao has a spiritual side, with some interesting rituals such as witchcraft and some shrines where the natives will put candies and candles and incense, and that also really shows their strong connection with nature. One of the biggest challenges the island faces is the high amount of tourism, because it's really nice to visit. So uh, a big question is where the island will be in 10 years, and hopefully it can stay clean and as pristine as it currently is right now. The skills of the people include like the jewelry that is made by the Mamanwa tribe that I kind of mentioned earlier. The materials such as the seeds and the stones, and the rest of it really represent the vibrancy of the environment around that's in Siargao. And again, tuna is very important for this island, and it actually is the tuna capital of the Philippines since it exports a lot of it to supply the country, and it does export globally. Um, the activities you can kind of put in one phrase, which is surf at dawn, lagoon at noon, and party at night. And the surfing at dawn is really ideal because there's cooling during the night, and the land um, cools faster than the ocean, so the winds go towards the coast and create the right conditions for surfing. I would really, from what I've seen, I would really recommend subwinging, which is where you're basically grabbing onto uh, two ropes from a boat, and you can kind of dive in under the ocean and then go up for air, just like kind of like a dolphin. And that's a really cool way to combine a lot of the activities like looking at the coral reefs and whatnot. Thank you.